What's up? Welcome to the prediction series for Super Mario Galaxy 3. Today, we'll talk about Amiibo support and ideas for DLC. Now, I'm not one to condone things like microtransactions in games where you already spent $60 on them, but I do think DLC can be a great option if it's done right and at a reasonable price. Now, to start off, we're just gonna have to assume that the NX will have compatibility with Amiibo. If they don't, honestly, that's gonna be pretty sad, not gonna lie. Anyway, a Mario Galaxy 3 set of Amiibo would be pretty cool. If we got figures for Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, Rosalina, and Yoshi, I would be happy. Now for what the figures would do, that's something we should dive into. A lot of people hate Amiibo because they don't really bring anything worthwhile into a game. And for most cases, that is true. Let's see if today we can solve that problem and come up with better ideas. So here's a thing, you know those Mario Amiibos for like the Mario Party games? What if you could use those in Mario Galaxy 3 as either costume changes or character swaps? Wouldn't it be great to use your Waluigi Amiibo and start running around with him in the game? Or maybe you can play as Mario dressed up as a Boo with the Boo Amiibo. Now look, I know a lot of people hate it when Amiibo only offer character or costume swaps or whatever, but just give me a second, we're gonna run through a bunch of different ideas today. What if you could scan in your Mario Galaxy Amiibo to enable a co-op mode? Yoshi's Woolly World did this, and I honestly thought it was a pretty good idea. However, unlike that game, it shouldn't be the only way to unlock a co-op mode. Maybe you could collect a certain amount of stars in the main game or complete a specific challenge to unlock it. But if you don't want to go through that, then you can just use the Amiibo as an alternative. Now if Nintendo really wants to sell their game, they need to have copies of Mario Galaxy 3 bundled with Amiibo and without, which I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen regardless. Maybe the copies with Amiibo won't show you which Amiibo you're getting and it's completely random. I personally would love this because I love the element of surprise, but on the flip side, I can see how collectors would get really pissed off about this. So here's a pretty crazy idea about Amiibo. What if purchasing, say, the Mario one allows you to unlock Super Mario Galaxy, and maybe the Luigi Amiibo allows you to unlock Super Mario Galaxy 2? Now think about that. Spending $13 on an Amiibo and getting a full game out of it. Even if you've already played it, or even if you haven't played it, that's a pretty sweet deal. Or maybe instead, all the levels from those games would just be added to Mario Galaxy 3. But that's probably not the greatest idea, because then people will think that they're not getting their full game's worth. So just the Amiibo coming with the full game itself is probably a better idea. Now the main problem about bringing these games to the NX is the fact that the Wii Remote is not going to be compatible, or at least there's a very high chance that it won't be compatible. So they would need to change their starbit system somehow. I'm sure this could be a pretty simple fix though. I mean, just use the second joystick to aim wherever the starbit thing is. Now maybe the other Amiibo could hold a random Mario game. And I don't mean like that awful service Amiibo tab where you can play a demo of a game. No, these Amiibo give you the full version of a game. If this were the case, Nintendo would sell an even higher amount of Amiibo because of this. Imagine getting the Bowser one or the Yoshi one or something and being able to unlock Yoshi's Island or Super Mario Bros. 3. Now this should only work with the Mario Galaxy specific Amiibo, not all of the other ones. I mean, imagine people that have 50 to 60 Amiibo and just start scanning them all in, getting a bunch of free games from that. That wouldn't be a smart move on Nintendo's end. Even if you could get full games from Amiibo, that would probably still cause Nintendo to lose a small amount of profit, but I think they would easily make that back up. So we've talked a lot about Amiibo, and I think it's time we cover downloadable content, the DLC. Nintendo for the most part is very good about their DLC that they offer. They usually give you huge amounts of content for a very affordable price. Now I don't think they would do this, but imagine if Mario Galaxy's DLC system was laid out like Splatoon where you get free updates every month or so. Wouldn't it be awesome getting a brand new Galaxy or two to play every month for free? I honestly don't think Nintendo would do that, but again, Splatoon gave us free maps, free weapons, and free clothes. And Splatoon is one of the highest selling games on the Wii U, so that says something. Maybe they could even add brand new power-ups or a couple new characters or a couple new game modes. Now what would the main DLC be? Well, me and the fans have come up with a pretty radical idea. Remember how Mario Kart 8 introduced brand new tracks / characters that weren't even related to Mario? Well, what if Mario Galaxy 3 offered DLC galaxies that were Nintendo based but not exactly Mario based? I mean, imagine having galaxies based off The Legend of Zelda, Earthbound, Kid Icarus, Fire Emblem, Star Fox, Pokemon, Kirby, Splatoon, F-Zero, Metroid, Animal Crossing, I could go on. This would be a very clever method to get people that don't like the Mario Galaxy games but like those other franchises to maybe even try out the series. Just remember, I don't expect Nintendo to do everything I've talked about or anything I've talked about really. All I'm doing is spreading concepts and ideas so people can step outside the box with their minds and really think of brand new ideas that could be used. Leave a like if you want, and leave a comment telling me what kind of DLC or amiibo you would like to see for Mario Galaxy 3. Hop on the Bandy wagon and follow my Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Tumblr. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the upcoming parts.